It's time for some Friday night football here in the upstate of South Carolina. The Greenville Triumph welcoming in Fort Lauderdale CF for our match presented by Plumbing in Pink. I'm Chris McCovic, alongside me, Ross Davenport. Happy to have you with us for this Friday night action in USL League One, one of four matches going on across the league this evening. Greenville, 4 matches now unbeaten, Ross, turning the tide a bit as Fort Lauderdale comes in towards the bottom of the table.
Yeah, things are still so tight in the standings. All these games are almost like finals at the moment.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, great offense this season, some trouble on the defensive side, and that's why they currently sit in 11th on our engineered sleep standings.
Yeah, win tonight, they will get them within 2 points in Greenville and into the playoff spots, perhaps, depending on what happens elsewhere.
Yeah, big win for Toronto. They're up at 29 points after their win over North Carolina earlier this evening. Jesus Ibarra, our player to watch, presented by Joan Herlong and Associates Sotheby's, player seeing his second start.
Yeah, he didn't make his first start of the season until late July, the second in a row tonight. Normally out wide, he played false 9 last time against Madison. Look for him to take people on tonight and get crosses in for Marius Lomas, who is at the 9 tonight.
On the other side, Mitchell Curry for Fort Lauderdale. This team, they love those 1v1 transition battles. They'll be looking to exploit Greenville once again.
Mitchell Curry, the dangerous man from Newcastle, excuse me. He made his way into Darren Powell's lineup in early June. 16th straight start tonight. Powell said his confidence is supremely high, can play multiple positions along the back line, along the front line. We'll see him at the left side tonight.
Great performance against Greenville. Last time the two teams met up, 2-0 win for Fort Lauderdale. He had a goal and an assist and 4 created chances in that one. Fort Lauderdale and Greenville taking on each other tonight from Legacy Early College. Friday night football, and it's coming up next.
We offer a full array of dental treatment, and what that provides you as a patient is you're able to come to one place and get comprehensive care under one roof.
I've always been greeted with a smile. They know me when I call. I trust them.
We'd love to see you at Wood Creek Dental. Visit us at woodcreekdental.com.
Come on. Yeah. Now, whenever the Greenville Triumph score 2 goals during a home game, you can score 10% off a meal at Habitat. Just bring your game ticket and enjoy fresh, scratch-made food alongside an extensive menu of craft beer, cocktails, and wines. But remember, no cheering with your mouth full. Habitat, part of the Southern Culture Hospitality Group and proud sponsor of the Greenville Triumph.
What's Greenville's best-kept secret for auto loans? Greenville Heritage Federal Credit Union. If you're on the market for a new car, visit Greenville Heritage before you start shopping to get pre-approved and save yourself a lot of hassle and a whole lot of money. Or refinance your current car loan for a better interest rate. It's a simple process that could save you hundreds of dollars. Visit greenvilleheritage.com to find the branch nearest you and start saving money. Federally insured by the NCUA.
There's no substitute for hard work. You have to put in the time. Dedicate yourself to the goal. I didn't make it to the Hall of Fame on my own. I had a team and we worked hard together. I had coaches and a playbook with the answers. It's no different in business. Now I own a Janny King franchise because they've got the winning playbook and a team that supports me. Get in the game and get ready to shine. Go to jannyking.com to get started today.
Welcome back here into Legacy Early College as we get set for a match presented by Plumbing in Pink between the Greenville Triumph and Fort Lauderdale CF. And as we get ready for this one, let's check out our starting lineups presented by Bon Secours. Ross, we begin with the home side, the Greenville Triumph, back here at Legacy Early College.
For John Harkes, 2 changes, Alan Gavilanes and Marius Lomas in, replacing Don Smart and Alex Morel. Paul Christensen in goal gets his 5th start in the last 7. We'll get into that a little more why he's replacing Dallas J in a little bit later.
On the other side for Fort Lauderdale, lineup also sponsored by Bon Secours.
3 changes for Darren Powell. As you see, Romeo Beckham on the right side again for Powell. Jaime Mabika comes in after missing the last game. Ignacio Poplatsky makes way in the midfield.
Yeah, we'll have to see where Neville lines up. Typically that's 6 right in the midfield, distributing the ball. That's what we're used to. That's what John Harkes talked to us about as we get set for this match. Let's take a look at our building blocks for success presented by Harper General Contractors.
We spoke to John Harks earlier in the week. He talked a bit about his team's lack of confidence in the box, the ability to pull the trigger. We'll need to do that tonight. It's going to be hard to keep Lauderdale off the score, but if they do, if Greenville finds a goal, it could be all they need. But for Fort Lauderdale, spread that Greenville team out, getting them moving from side to side. Had a couple of great goals in transition in the meeting in Fort Lauderdale, that 2-0 win by Fort Lauderdale. So yeah, get those Greenville players moving back up the field, down the field vertically more than horizontally perhaps.
Yeah, it was Ibarra, Morel, and Smart at the top of the formation at Madison. And we got into a deep discussion with Coach Harks about this. We'll get into it as the night goes on, but really came down to overanalyzing in the box, not just taking the shot, but trying to think through, hey, is someone there? And he said, really, they've been working on the vocal cues as the team moves down the field, that communication in the final third, and he's hoping that's going to pave way as Lomas and Gavilanes enter the starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, the back four and the center three have been pretty consistent lately for John Harks, but he's been tinkering with that top line. A lot of it due to injuries. Alex Morel not feeling well earlier this week and not in the A-team tonight as a result. Marius Lomas got off to that great start this season. We're looking to ignite the Greenville offense again tonight. He hasn't had a goal of late. Ibarra only has the one goal in the season. Gavilanes looking to find that. He's had some great assists. Lomas has some good talent either side of him. There are two guys in Ibarra and Gavilanes that can take players on, get to that byline, and pull it back for the Dutchman.
These two teams, of course, meeting back on August 15th. 2-0 win for Fort Lauderdale with 2 goals over a 3-minute span in the second half. They used that transition well against the Triumph, stretching out the opponent. We'll see what they do tonight. Hundal gets us going, and we're underway. Fort Lauderdale at the Greenville Triumph as we continue our League One Friday night.
Yeah, two teams with their next match at Omaha. Not an easy place to win, although Tucson pulled it off recently, so 3 points here would be huge for either side as they fight to cement a spot in the top 6.
Again, 4 matches unbeaten for the Greenville Triumph now. They had the 2 wins, 2 draws to follow. Of course, would love to be wins, but not on the loss column. That's what matters when this table is still so tight. We saw Toronto get a win today. Revs 2 just got a win. They're up to 3rd now with that result over Madison that just went final. So Greenville, chance here with 3 points. They'd be back up to 3rd themselves for the moment, that is. But at least you need some points here. It's so tight, everyone could just jump over you at a moment's glance.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 games at home, including the next 3 opponents, top 3 teams in points per game.
Hemmings over this one, my number 6 role here today for number 5. We'll line this one in, headed away.
And away by Harvey Neville. We mentioned Chris playing right back tonight. Rosales and Liu Young both injured for Darren Powell, so he's got to go to the option of Harvey Neville, who did play some right back during his academy career at Manchester United, so not an unfamiliar position for him. Obviously been playing most of this season at defensive midfield.
Ahmed sends it in. Lomas unable to hold it up.
Abel Caputo will replace Neville at that DM spot tonight.
Here's Evan Lee, fresh off of his Team of the Week appearance in League One.
Finally, Chris, seems like he's been deserving it for a while and hasn't managed to find his way into that 11, but got there last week, great to see.
Let's take a look at our injury report as we hit the 3rd minute of action here at Legacy Early College, presented by Wilson and Engelbart.
Yeah, for Greenville, Noah Pilato, we haven't had an update really from Greenville about his back injury. Perhaps we'll see him towards the end of the season. JJ Donnelly, obviously done for the Ignacio Pawlowski with a knee issue of his own, not on the traveling squad tonight.
Here is Mendez, also spending last year with Fort Lauderdale CF, making 8 appearances, up to 14 starts this year, including a goal.
Yeah, the man to watch is the man next to him in that centre-back pairing, though. Ame Mabika. I don't think he'll be playing anywhere except into Miami next season. Phil Neville's talked a couple of times this year about calling him up.
Lomas on the run, on the left side of the box, taking on Mabika. And a good stop there, forcing the throw in for the Triumph.
Yeah, he's such a big frame, long legs. He's so hard to get around. Phil Neville actually said earlier this week that he wants to see 6 players. He didn't mention names, but he wants to see 6 of these Fort Lauderdale players up in his MLS squad next season. Obviously, that team dealing with a salary cap issue because of the DP problems earlier this season. So they're going to have to try and find some hidden gems, perhaps from the squad.
Gavilanes gets that cross off. Back post headed down and grabbed out of the air by Zamudio.
Exactly what we talked about. Alan Gavilanes getting to that byline. Lovely cross for the head of Ibarra. Perhaps should have done a little better. Headed it down nicely, but Zamudio was across quickly. His 9th start of the season for Luis Zamudio. Backing up Drew Calendar most of the year. Drake Calendar, excuse me.
Big emphasis of late for John Harkes and his coaching staff. This pressure to start a match. You love the energy, the way they started against Madison. Unable to get that early goal in that one. But you saw what Preston can do in the second half. Lachlan McLean comes on for an appearance. He knocks one in off a defensive miscue.
I asked John Harkes about how his team had improved the starts. They were having some trouble with the early going earlier this season. He says it's been about communication from his leaders on the field, getting his guys in the correct positions and putting pressure on teams. We've got a foul here on Mabika. Big man out of Kentucky.
Leads Fort Lauderdale in clearances and blocks this year. In his 12 starts overall.
No, he's been superb. But I have to think he's going to find himself onto one of the All-League teams. One of the talented centered backs in this league, though. Chattanooga center back pairing's been great all season. Fricky and Lee, one of the best as well. It'll be a tight competition for those 4 spots.
Drew Harden giving that one up. Gavilanes tiptoeing around, trying to find some room. Booth up ahead. Here's Lomas. 12 goals on the season, currently 2nd in the Golden Boot race now with Terzagi's 13.
He really had a loss of form after that great start. That saw him drop to the bench, and JJ Donnelly stepped up, had a couple of great games, and obviously got that nasty injury in training. Hopefully we'll see him back next season. Obviously Lachlan McLean have had a ton of trouble at the center forward spot. McLean not healthy enough to start tonight, but I assume we'll see him later if this match is tight in the last 30-35 minutes perhaps.
Acosta out wide. Noah Allen down this left sideline.
Noah Allen, another guy that's really impressed this year, Chris, but at another tough position in this league. So many solid left backs. Viadair, Polak, just to name a few. It's tough to find himself in the all-league teams, but he probably deserves it.
Curry there with the early chance. The shot is blocked by Fricky. Greenville trying to find the counter. They can't.
Yeah, Curry had that great goal, great finish it was. Back in that previous meeting in Fort Lauderdale. He can play left, right, center. Very versatile forward for Darren Powell. As I mentioned in the pregame, full of confidence at the moment. Only has 1 goal in the last 5 though.
Neville down the right sideline. Ball sent in, cleared by Fricky.
You and I were commenting on the lineup card that Darren Powell put in. He almost had his fullbacks lined up with the midfield. He loves to push them forward. I'm sure we'll see Neville get forward, perhaps even more tonight from right back than he normally does at the defensive midfield spot.
Ibarra. We'll go touch on over to Paul Christensen. Get another start for him. That is start number 6 on the season.
Yeah, we talked to John Hart. So Dallas J is going to be missing for 11 days or so. Guam is participating in Asian Cup qualifying playoff against Cambodia on October 9th and October 12th, so we'll also miss that game next weekend against Omaha.
Pollock knocks it ahead, still alive in there. Caputo trying to get rid of it, he does. Taken up by Fricky. Over to Walker. Booth. Gavilanes will take it himself. Getting a cross off. Headed down off the post, still alive in there and cleared by Allen. Gavilanes having his way with Harvey Neville so far on this near sideline. Yet another cross off for a chance.
Gavilanes causing all sorts of trouble. The natural left foot, a lovely ball in on the Green Cloud defense replay. I'm not sure how that one stayed out. Marius Lomas got enough of a contact on it. Zamudio was beaten, but so it came off his post. Referee Alexander Billiter is going to pause things here. Have a word with Aime Modica.
That's kind of been Lomas' story since that early run this season. At Toronto, he had that shot that went off the keeper's forehead and off the post. He's just trying to break through at this point.
Yeah, John Harkes has to be hoping once he gets that one goal, they're going to start flooding in again. And still well in that Golden Boot race despite the late drought.
There's Fricky. Over the top, a good look, but a bit too far as this goes out of play and back to Zamudio.
Yeah, back to the Christensen J thing. John Harkes has always been very confident in Paul Christensen's ability as a backup. I did ask him if the playoff game was tomorrow who he would start, and he wouldn't commit to it, quite smartly. But I don't think he'd have any trouble starting either of those two. Dallas J hasn't had quite as good a season as he had in his first two League One campaigns, obviously winning goalkeeper of the year both times. And Paul Christensen is certainly a capable, one of the best backups in the league.
I feel as though the club, Greenville, the coaching staff overall, they've learned from past seasons. Remember back in 2019, Dallas J missing one match in September of that playoff run. It was at Richmond, and no keeper had any minutes on the field, and he wasn't available. They're trying to groom this backup keeper that is on the roster, have that game experience at game time, so they're fresh and ready when called upon, like with this international play.
It's a tough position to play, backup goalie, right? There are only so many opportunities. Only one goalkeeper starts each match, obviously. There's a certain amount of pro teams in this country. Paul Christensen's done a great job stepping up when needed to.
Hey, JC.
See if he has a big part to play tonight as Alexander Billiter is having a word with Aaron Walker.
Costa putting this one in, brought down, good touch, but cleared by Fricky. Flag was up anyway, as this comes back.
George Acosta with that great goal last time out. What a beautiful bit of vision and a cracking finish from the right side of the box.
Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. Walker getting around Acosta. One of the players that Harkes did highlight for us ahead of this match at the number 10 slot. Trying to clog up that midfield, so he isn't able to serve as many balls like that over the top. This is a ball over the top, finding Acosta. Still running. Hundal trying to make the quick turn. He'll push it out wide. Beckham skies this one. And a miss hit at that on the cross. And it will be a goal kick.
I'll blame the turf. I'll give you one mistake, Mr. Beckham. His dad wouldn't have been proud of that one, that's for sure. It's interesting with these affiliate sides, Christian. This is the last year with them in League One. All these guys playing for their jobs.
Gavalanis goes down. Harvey Neville having enough of his play so far. See if this is a talking to her card.
Darren Powell said they're looking at as many as 12 guys potentially either coming back for next year or moving up to Inter Miami. Obviously still a lot of these players eligible to play with the academy in the future, as young as they are. We've got 16 and 17-year-olds still. There's a quite a wide range. Sean Hundal's an example, right? He's shown spurts this season, but where does he end up next year? A veteran on this team, really.
Hundal and Curry both the same stat line so far this year, 7 goals, 3 assists. Hundal, many viewers probably remember from TFC2 2 years ago. And in the 3 matchups against Greenville, he in fact only played 7 minutes total against the Triumph. Gavalanis, for tonight, putting a crossover. Good step there, firing the shot, and off the post. I believe that was off the post. Diving save, the other option.
No, it definitely hit the post. Left-footed with his weak side. Aaron Walker has taken another look at it here on the Green Cloud defense replay. We've seen him score a couple of goals from this position in recent weeks. He did it well with the left side, outside of his left foot. Zamudio was beaten. Clanged off the outside of the post.
It's already 2 touches to that exact spot on the post.
Encouraging start though here in the first 15 minutes or so for the home team. See Andrew Booth sort of pushing them forward at that midfield 3. Walker a little more of the 8 role, and then Hemmings behind him. He sort of float around all over the pitch, those 3, when needed.
You know, already we're seeing what Harks kind of wanted to focus on with his side in terms of game plan for this. In contrast to Madison, he thought that they weren't able to use the wings very well. Already we see Gavalanis and Ibarra taking it to the end line on the wings outside the box, serving it in, finding some open midfielders with their runs. Secondary runs coming up behind Lomas. So already maybe something brewing as Booth takes this down towards the final third. Walker plays it over to Lomas, too heavy of a touch.
I'm sure Darren Powell doesn't want to see Marius Lomas getting in that defensive position with his back to goal. And John Harks has tinkered with the formation quite a bit this season. Started so successfully 4-4-2 until McLean went down, but this 4-3-3 seems to be working. As you can see, Polak, fullbacks love to get forward and pinch in, as well as allow the midfielders to pinch in as well.
Lomas brings it down off the deflection out to Gavalanis. Gets this cross in and grabbed out of the air by Zamudio.
And you mentioned Harvey Neville in there with Brian Rosales and Christian Liu Young both out at that right back spot. You can tell John Harks is trying to focus on exposing Harvey Neville if they can.
Acosta from deep fires, that's deflected away. Attack stays alive for Fort Lauderdale. That shot blocked by Muhammad. Mendez will reset on the back line. Neville. Acosta. Walker winning that one back. The USL on ESPN continues with a clash of playoff implications. Louisville City FC looks to stay atop the Central Division against the New Mexico United side, fighting for the final spot in the Mountain Division. Don't miss the drama unfold Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2.
Fort Lauderdale had a bye week last week. The teams that played a ton of games in the first half of the season, so they're going to have some weeks off. Darren Powell mentioned they played with Philadelphia Union 2 last weekend just to get a game in. Obviously a team not playing in any kind of league this season. Perhaps we'll see them in MLS next in 2022. So there's a chance to get some players some minutes that hadn't seen minutes, some guys coming back from injury. So they played very well.
Not many options for Zamudio. He'll send this down towards midfield and back to Greenville. Good interception there in the midfield. Caputo looking at his options, surveying. He'll find Beckham on the right side. Beckham cross in, headed away by Mohammed. Back with Acosta.
It's a poor giveaway by Polak. See if it ends up burning them. It's a good ball.
Great save in the end by Christensen, pulling that one away. Quarter kick to Fort Lauderdale.
As the pull the wall chance come up from the Reedy River Riot. Great reaction saving. It was a lovely ball whipped in by Beckham. Hundal with the touch and great reaction save from Paul Christensen. Similar style of Dallas J. Great shot stopper, not the tallest goalie in the world. Good with his feet. Mentioned the transition that killed Greenville so hard in that first matchup. Given away by Polak, but he's got to be careful of those balls across the middle.
Service into the near post, headed away by Mohammed. Back to Neville. Abika. All the way up at the end line. Crossover. Nobody there on the back side except Acosta to retrieve.
So, someone we don't normally see a center back making runs down the channel, especially a 6'6" one. So comfortable on the ball though. For a guy of his height, I'm in the
Avalanes poking that free, but Zamudio right there. Drew Harden, the 16-year-old, pushing it wide to Neville. Knocked in, but there's Christensen giving a breather to this defense. Booth. Avalanes tied for the team lead with 3 assists, along with Walker.
You and I were talking about Andrew Booth before the game, Chris. He's sort of come into his own in this sort of advanced 10 role in that midfield. We always talked to John Harkes about where Andrew Booth's best position was, because he's played everywhere, you know, fullback and wing. And so he's really sort of come into his own the last few games in that 10 spot.
Ibarra taking on Allen, out of play. It stays with the Triumph. Mohammed comes up to take this throw in. Outs are there, misjudged. Hemmings gets a poke to it. Now Walker, Booth, Lomas, but waited a bit too long there to get the shot off. Avalanes will try to left side. Met by Beckham. Beckham gets the tackle in and pokes it out of play. Lomas in the box with the hold up.
Wasn't the best of balls there by Romeo Beckham. I thought Walker should perhaps have taken a little more advantage of that. I think he knew how much time and space he had. Abdi Mohammed with the ball. Now it's great to see his cousin Omar and the other members of Forward Madison, who previously played with Greenville, getting their championship rings last week in Wisconsin. His cousin Omar dealing with a knee issue right now. That's why he's not playing in Turkey, back in the US getting treatment on that. So he was able to make the quick trip from Minnesota down to Madison. John Harkes said it was a great little sort of impromptu ceremony they had right after the game. Carlos Gomez and Jake Keegan obviously getting their rings.
Alanius almost again getting an opportunity near the box. Lee will send this into the night.
Well, solid first quarter for the Triumph. They really should be up a goal or two. And Paul Christensen did have that key save, so Lauderdale with a great chance as well.
This is kind of the issue for the Triumph against Fort Lauderdale in the reverse fixture. 12 shots, but 6 of those blocked and only 1 on target. Those 2 that hit the post not counted as on target so far. So something they're trying to break out of, because obviously if you don't get one on the board, Fort Lauderdale, they'll hang around, keep that transition going. You never know what will hop in. Back with the green kits. As Booth heads into the midfield, he'll play it out to the right wing. Ibarra is there. Driving towards the end line, trying to cut back around Allen, who's been pretty solid. Headed up and grabbed. Pressure continues to come from the Triumph as Fort Lauderdale trying to break free. Neville gets a touch, back to Hemmings. Reedy River Riot loud and proud tonight. This Friday evening in the upstate of South Carolina. I'm Chris McCovic alongside me, Ross Davenport. Happy to have you with us. 2 home matches remaining for Greenville after this one here tonight. Back at home on the 16th against Revs 2, and then the 23rd against Chattanooga. Finish off a tough stretch, including at Omaha next Saturday. Funny enough, Fort Lauderdale will be at Omaha on Wednesday to take on one of the top teams in the league.
It'll be interesting to see what Jay Mims does with that midweek game. Short week and then the game against Greenville on the Saturday. Revs 2 hot, almost as hot as Tucson now. 3 wins in a row for the men from Massachusetts.
They've quickly risen up the table. The result earlier tonight, now leading the league with 9 clean sheets under Clint PA. 2 Virginia men, the Bruce Arena disciples, Clint PA and John Harks leading the charge in that regard with the clean sheets. And Darren Sawatsky, Richmond Kickers, they have 8 clean sheets as well, matching the Triumph.
It's what every USL League fan wanted at the end of the season, right? All these games having so much meaning, even with almost a month to go. Every one of these matches. I can't remember which coach said to me this week. I spoke to 6 coaches this week, but one said treating every match like a final right now because they know drop points. Other teams around them pick up points. It's so tight you could find yourself dropping a ton of places down the standings very quickly.
And credit to FC Tucson. There are many in the circles around this league writing them off, and they put together this unbeaten run, but that proves how tight this table has been. And they make a run like that, and now they're up 3rd or 4th, potentially hosting a playoff match at Keno North Stadium down the line.
We talked to a lot of coaches earlier in the year where they're really surprised at the way Tucson has started the year with the amount of talent they have. They just finally got it going after the coaching change. They had that one little rough patch back in July, I think it was, or early August, but now, on fire of late. A big win over Omaha last weekend. They'll have their match tomorrow night against North Texas. Team they've struggled with this year. Failed to pick up a win against them. This is first yellow of the night.
It's Caputo heading into the book. Clearly grabbing Ibarra there.
The referee has issued a caution on Lauderdale's number 29.
Let's take another look at here on the Green Cloud defense replay. It was a bit of a silly foul. He had plenty of help behind him and Harden. I'm not sure why Bit of a waste of a yellow there from Abel Caputo.
First of the season for him, making his 17th appearance.
So you have a senior in high school?
Fricky will take the free kick.
Your attention, please. We request that Timothy Conklin please report to the member lot immediately. Timothy Conklin.
Ibarra.
Thank you.
Give and go with Lomas. Not much happening there, though. And the ball's given away. Oh, good touch there by Beckham. Through ball up ahead, and Fricky comes to the rescue.
Beckham's addition raised some eyebrows when he was added to the roster quietly. Trained for 1 week. Looked like he fits in right okay tonight. Sent some nice little offensive passes. That one was almost a very, very good one. I doubt he's played only 4 games over the last few months.
Coach Powell telling us that he liked his recovering, his ability in that regard in the match previously against Tormenta, his debut. Just thought he needed to get the chemistry down, start to click with the other guys out there. And we've seen that so far. Had that great chance with the skipping cross in towards Hundal earlier this half.
Yeah, Powell with Braxton, Naheem, and Benton Evans is 2 solid attacking options on the bench should he need him later. Felipe Valencia, a man we haven't, should I say, a kid we haven't seen much this year. Dealt with some injuries earlier. He's on the bench tonight. Spent most of the season with the U17s. Good to see him back in the squad.
Alañez. Through ball towards Lomas. Can't keep it in play. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, he wanted a half second earlier from Gavilanes. I think the ball wasn't horrible in the end. Just he played it to the side where only Lomas was going to be able to get to it, but he was trying to keep it in for a throw. Didn't manage it.
A new era of Division II professional women's soccer begins in 2023 with the introduction of the USL Super League. Head over to uslsoccer.com/USL Super League to learn more. Neville stepping up, cross in, and the volley. The flag was up anyway, but Christensen had a handle on it.
It's been a very even match so far. Both sides just half a percentage point either side of 50%. 4 shots each, 1 on target. A very well played game so far. Very clean.
There's Mohammed flicking this one up and just out of play. Las Vegas native Zamudio, of course, with North Texas last year, making 4 starts under Eric Quill.
Speaking of goalkeepers, and Eric Quill had a good chat with him earlier this week. He's got a bit of a dilemma with Sanchez and Shuttler. Trying to decide which one of those 2 to go with down the stretch. We'll see what he does tomorrow in Tucson. It's the late game tomorrow night. We got Richmond, Chattanooga. I think the one many neutrals are looking forward to earlier tomorrow evening. Oh, Hemmings.
Costa sends us in, skipper right into the arms of Christensen. And that one's an interesting match considering last match day of the regular season last year, Chattanooga was the team that kept Richmond out of the final essentially with a 2-1 victory in City Stadium. Scored in stoppage time, in fact, to make that happen. So it's always a fun little battle they have going on regionally. Neville out wide. Beckham deflected back into play, back out. Throw in for Fort Lauderdale. Lomas the pressure, he wins it.
Good work. That's exactly what John Harks was looking for from Marius Lomas. That hard work back.
Gavilanes fighting in there, trying to win it back. Goes down, but keeps it alive for Ibarra. Ibarra cross in, headed away.
Tantalizing delivery. Mabika
Your attention, please.
had to be in the right place at the right time to clear that one. As Lomas was going to be there to clean it up.
Corner kick for the Triumph, presented by PNC Bank.
Joseph Hall to the Wicked Weed Beer Garden tent. Thank you. PNC Corners for Kids.
Will be Mohammed coming over to take this one. 2 assists this season.
Fix the shin pad first. Socks over the knees, Derry Corf style.
Back post, fisted away by Zamudio, still alive with Booth. Booth chips one, but it's into the supporters.
Nice delivery from Mohammed, curling away from Zamudio. All he could do was get a hand on it. It was just enough there. Booth couldn't keep his chance down. Look here in the Green Cloud defense replay. It was a good little chest pass, Caputo. Marius Lomas could have gotten his way a little bit. Crowd filling in nicely here at Legacy early.
Throwing back with Fort Lauderdale.
As mentioned to you, Chris, they don't only have to battle with Clemson on Saturday, but Clemson with 2 losses already this college football season. That's 1 less than Greenville have had since Clemson started play. Maybe wouldn't have thought that when things started.
Gavilanes over the top. Knocked back down by Mabika.
Talking to John Perlman about the struggles of the University of Arizona earlier this week and how that may have helped Tucson, especially with their hot streak as well. U of A haven't won a game yet this season on the football field, but Tucson on the football field. Hottest team in League One at the moment. It was a fun 3-3 draw against Greenville a couple of weeks ago.
Fun as a viewer.
Tons of action. 3-3 draw, late goal by Nico Brown, tying that one up late. Charlie Dennis with the hat trick, obviously. He'd come into his own this year. It's Charlie Dennis. Pace of this game has slowed down quite a bit here the last few minutes.
Back up with the block out of play. Back for a throw-in with the Triumph. Polak. Booth, but miscommunication.
Mentioned Romeo Beckham's sort of lack of playing time. He played with the Arsenal Academy and left there in 2015. He actually took up tennis, training with English legend Andy Murray, but then last year decided he wanted to come back to football. He's getting a chance here.
Let's see. And a blackish blue Toyota 4Runner, South Carolina plate HAZ 080. Please please report to the member lot immediately.
Avalañez surveying. Closed down quickly, though. Back out to the left side. Pollock. Avalañez again. Cuts it over. Booth is there. Cuts through. A shot goes well wide. Such a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, just snatched out a little bit. Here's the look on the Green Cloud defense replay. Great work again by Avalañez. Instead of the cross this time, pulled it back, and Andrew Booth really should do better there. He could have looked for the far corner. You'd think would have been a better option. He's finding himself in goal-scoring positions, Andrew Booth. Saw that earlier this season a couple of times. He found the back of the net. Interesting to see if John Harkes does go to Lachlan McLean later in this game, whether he sticks with the 4-3-3 or goes back to that 4-4-2, where he was so successful with Lomas at the beginning of the season. It may well depend if they're still tied or behind at the time.
Knocked out of play by Mendez.
Forget the late game tonight, Tormenta at, Omaha at Tormenta tonight, 8 p.m. start there. Coming up in 15 minutes or so.
It will most likely be the final match at Irk Russell Park for Tormenta as they are working on completion of their own club stadium and complex.
That's where we got things started all the way back in 2019, Chris. Against Greenville, since you remember.
Alex Morel scoring a goal.
That's right.
For Tormenta. Yep.
This is the first season he didn't score the first goal of the league season.
How dare they not schedule Greenville for the first game?
He was all banged up at the start of this season anyway. Back to full health now, other than the illness, which made him miss several days of training this week, so John Harkes wasn't really confident in putting him in the 18. Should see Morel back next week, you would think.
Foul called. This is in favor of Greenville as Muhammad went down.
George Acosta down too. That's a concern for Darren Powell. He's been quiet so far tonight for the most part. He's the talented youngster. Seems to be okay though. Taking another look at it here on the Green Cloud defense replay. Abdi Mohammed had position. Just clipped from behind by Acosta. He grabbed his calf, but got up quickly.
42nd minute as we tick towards halftime.
Speaking of young talent, Ian Harkes, son of John Harkes, named the Scottish Premiership Player of the Month for September. 2 massive goals, one in the derby, and one against Celtic, I think, last weekend. Coming into his own there in Scotland. Say young talent, 26 Ian Harkes, but spent some time with DC United, but having fun with Dundee United.
Drew Harden stepping up. Closed down by Lee, tried to pass out wide to Beckham, but didn't see it coming.
Yeah, Romeo would have had a long way to go to get that one. I thought Harden had enough space to perhaps force Christensen into a second save, perhaps.
Ball stayed in play somehow. Ibarra. Ibarra still against Allen. Sends that one in, knocked back to the top of the box. Alive with Hemmings. He fires one, but that wide of the target to left. The current scenarios after the New England and Toronto victories today. A win here. Greenville is third on the table, 1 point ahead of New England, at least entering Saturday for the moment. Fort Lauderdale, though, they really need the 3 points, and we would be tied for 6 with North Texas as it stands currently. They're way down in 11th, but 3 points, and you can suddenly move up 5 spots here in the year 2021.
Yeah, Lauderdale end the season with a match at Toronto. We obviously know those teams have struggled up there, not being able to take full squads. Maybe that might be a little better. I assume Sean Hundas still has a Canadian passport. He might be all right for that trip.
Ibarra on the run to the right side of the box. Ibarra still flicks it over and cleared by Mendez.
Modesto Mendez saves the day. I thought perhaps Ibarra should have taken a shot here. He looked up. Zamudio came out well. Yeah, he had Booth on the cutback. You see what he was trying to do. He was trying to find Lomas, but Zamudio did a good job of closing down the angle and forcing Ibarra to make a decision perhaps a little earlier than he would have.
And the word is no stoppage time, confirmed by the whistle. Would have been provided by First Horizon Bank, but 0-0 for Lauderdale and Greenville at the half as we get set for our Oxford Barber Company halftime report. Plenty to be happy about for both sides, but both teams back to the drawing board getting set for the second half coming up.
Fans, it's time for the lucky fan of the match, presented by Piedmont Natural.
He's after it again. Openo got the shot away. Jimmy McLaughlin, oh, sensational.
Cuts it back, Armando Moreno sticks it in, and Josh Suggs pucks it away. And the header, and it's saved by Tambakis.
We offer a full array of dental treatment, and what that provides you as a patient is you're able to come to one place and get comprehensive care under one roof.
I've always been greeted with a smile. They know me when I call. I trust them.
We'd love to see you at Wood Creek Dental. Visit us at woodcreekdental.com.
Welcome into the Oxford Barber Company halftime report, Ross, and let's take a look at what happened around the league last Saturday. Of course, we know 1-1 between Madison and Greenville, but 1-0 across 3 other matchups on the day. We start Richmond, TFC 2, and Richmond getting the offense going early, spreading it out.
We had all those goals 2 weeks ago. I take last week off, and we suddenly all the goals dry up. Richmond had plenty of chances, though. Bolaños with an early one here.
TFC2 trying to bounce back the other way. They headed over the bar. Bologna's actually putting together a good match, but unable to find the back of the net.
Yeah, playing a nice little support role to Emiliano Terzaghi, who we'll talk about in just a second here, as he ended up being the hero in this one right here in the last minute or so. Terzaghi, I'm not sure what body part this went in off. Darren Sawatsky said earlier this week it was off his shoulder. It doesn't matter. The game winner by the Argentine.
Two teams that really needed a win. It's Richmond at the death, getting the 3 points at home at City Stadium to keep them in the playoff hunt entering this week's action. Of course, Fitzgerald hugging Terzaghi, helping him out to the clean sheet and the victory. Chattanooga and Revs 2, this is really the surprising result of the weekend in my mind. Ruiz, an early opportunity here that is saved. A great dive by Joe Rice in there.
Yeah, the Red Bulls starting to look a little ordinary of late, dealing with a couple of injuries to some key players. Tried to pull this one out, but it was the other way around this time, Chris.
Yeah, we talk about FC Tucson being hot with their unbeaten run. Well, look at Revs 2. They've made a march up the table as well. They can make a move as we head forward. And Renix here surviving some contact, to say the least.
Ronaldo Pineda should have just rugby tackled him about 20 yards earlier, but didn't, and that was the result. The late winner for Renix and the Revs 2.
Classy finish in stoppage time, laid on. 3 points stolen at CHI Memorial Stadium by Clint P.A., Renix, and Joe Rice. And then Union Omaha, interesting night for them. They're at Morrison Stadium out there at Creighton University. And you'd think it'd be a home away from home. Fans are here, great fanfare. Parliament in attendance, of course, in their section. And it would be, in fact, Tucson that got some help early on here on this new pitch with a penalty. Ball did go in the net here. Would have been a great finish, but the penalty is called early. In fact, Charlie Dennis headed to the spot. He makes it count anyway, so who really cares? 1-0 FC Tucson either way.
Yeah, you saw Maxi Schenfeld's reaction to that penalty being given. He thought he should have had the goal. Yeah, Omaha playing on a proper-sized pitch for once and not coming away with the victory. They almost had a chance to tie it here, though, as Evan Conway went down.
Yeah, Viadair stepping up to the spot. And as I mentioned, you'd think it'd be a home away from home across the city. And Omaha, well, doink and off the knee, we could say, of Lapsley and out of play.
That would have been a crazy goal if it hit the back of Wallace Lapsley's leg and gone in. It would have just been the way things have been going for Omaha this year, but it wouldn't be tonight for them.
The unbeaten streak continues for FC Tucson, 1-0 over Union Omaha.
What's Greenville's best kept secret for auto loans? Greenville Heritage Federal Credit Union. If you're on the market for a new car, visit Greenville Heritage before you start shopping to get pre-approved and save yourself a lot of hassle and a whole lot of money. Or refinance your current car loan for a better interest rate. It's a simple process that could save you hundreds of dollars. Visit greenvilleheritage.com to find the branch nearest you and start saving money. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Today, as you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Hey, y'all. Can we change up the chores?
Sorry. It's up to the wheel, man.
Oh, yeah?
Hey! Change the channel back.
Sorry, it's up to the wheel.
I am a first-generation student here at Bellevue University. I feel like if I were to have gone to a different university, my experience would have been a lot more stressful and overwhelming, because I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that personal experience that Bellevue University has to offer.
He's after it again. Openo got the shot away. Jimmy McLaughlin, oh, sensational.
Cuts it back, Armando Moreno sticks it in, and Josh Suggs tucks it away. And the header, and it's saved by Tampakis.
As you step onto the field, you step into your purpose. You step strong. You step hard. Con toda la fuerza de mujer. You step up.
Let's take a look at news and notes from around USL League One. Well, here we are, the playoff hunt, final month of the season, Ross, as we tick it down towards the final 6 spots.
It's going to come down to those final few games, Chris. You know, every one of these matches, these 33 matches in October will matter.
Player of the Week honors going to Nicky Hernandez as well. Part of the Team of the Week, Evan Lee up there, part of the Greenville Triumph.
Yep, Aaron Malloy seems to be appearing on this thing almost every other week. Maxi Schenfeld, he's another one, back-to-back weeks for him.
Let's take a look at our up-to-date standings presented by Engineered Sleep. Greenville currently in 5th, but of course New England getting a win, bumping up there to 3rd.
Yeah, it's starting to perhaps be a little gap, especially if Greenville can win this game between the top 5 and the rest. Could be a 6-point or 5-point gap. 6-point gap if they win this game tonight.
2 more matches tomorrow, of course, in USL League One. Tormenta and Omaha about to get going in about 5 minutes as we get set for the second half here, where it's 0-0 between Fort Lauderdale and Greenville.
At Piedmont Natural Gas, being a part of the communities we serve is important to us, because to us, community begins with you. We strive to address the needs of our communities by investing time and resources to help improve the quality of life for our customers. For over 60 years, we have funded programs that support education, the environment, and community impact. Our Energy Assistance Program, Share the Warmth, helps customers pay their energy bills. We're committed to helping our neighbors by powering the vitality of our communities.
The unstoppable spirit lives inside all of us. For Matt and Lisa Kuhn, it's fueled by family, with a business backed by an unbreakable bond and a passion to innovate. They've become leaders in last-mile transportation. That's why First Horizon is proud to celebrate unstoppable spirits like Matt and Lisa. From the first stop to the final destination, we use our understanding to keep our clients on their unique path to success.
Welcome back here into our Oxford Barber Company halftime report. 0-0 between Greenville and Fort Lauderdale on this League One Friday night. Let's get set for our first half highlights presented by Palmetto State Home Mortgage. Good chances early on for Greenville, while of course Fort Lauderdale got things going in transition. Gavalanis has been excellent on the wing so far.
Yeah, no goals, but several quality chances for Greenville. That was the first one with a downward header from Ibarra. Gavalanis is the creator of at least 2 of these quality chances in the first half for the home team. And in the first 10 minutes, this one came in the ninth. Gavalanis again, turning Harvey Neville inside out. Left-footed cross and off the post. I think he actually gave Zamudio credit for a save on this one. Did he touch it onto the post, perhaps? Lomas with a great chance to get off the slide. In his goal drought. This is Lauderdale's best chance of the first half for sure. Beckham with the whipped-in cross. Hundal. A lovely reaction save with the right hand by Paul Christensen.
Big save once again for the Greenville keeper. Then maybe the best chance so far this evening.
Yeah, this time Ibarra, the creator, down the right. Could have pulled it back for Booth. Was wide open at the penalty spot, but tried to get a little too cute and find Lomas, but good defending in the end by Modesto Mendes.
Taking a look at our stats from that first half. Not too many shots on target. Of course, you have to keep in mind Greenville also had 2 balls ping off the post, but outside of that, still 0-0.
Plenty to play for in this second 45. We'll see who flinches first and perhaps goes to the bench for some offensive spark.
Back here at Legacy Early College. Again, I'm Chris McCovic alongside me, Ross Davenport. Greenville once again coming out strong with the press and getting some chances going, but just can't find that finishing touch in the box to this point. But so far, Beckham, have to say, his second appearance overall for the club, he looked good on the wing. Some good service in there. Something maybe they can use as they head down the line in this one.
Yeah, his first road trip, missed the previous one.
There is a lightning delay currently over in Statesboro, Georgia, as they await the start of that one against Omaha. So it could be a late one, but it means you could maybe catch most of the match after our match here is done.
Tucson-esque action. Hopefully it doesn't start at 10 o'clock.
Late night in Statesboro.
Strange. We've seen stranger things happen in these last 3 seasons
2019,
of USL League One.
Yeah, that Orlando game against Greenville where it was us and game day staff, no fans in the stadium at 11 p.m. Solid night.
They'll just perhaps need to get George Acosta a little more involved. Sean Hundal, other than that shot on goal, was relatively anonymous in that first 45. This is Greenville's defense. John Hart's talked about how they need to get a little more aggressive. Done so far tonight. For Lauderdale, just that one shot on goal. It was really the only quality chance they had.
Solid crowd here at Legacy Early College.
Triumph fans, it's time to kick off the second half.
Free t-shirts tonight. For the first few, I can't remember how many hundred it was, 500 maybe? Fans in attendance tonight. Don't see any immediate changes in front of me. Both teams look like they started.
We're almost over the ball.
This is the first game in 3 games in 9 days for Fort Lauderdale. We'll see if they perhaps go to the bench a little earlier than Greenville. They do have a week off before that next match at Omaha. Not sure what the holdup is here to start the second half.
And there it is. 0-0 on the scoreline as we start the second 45 from the upstate of South Carolina. I'm Chris McCovic, alongside me, Ross Davenport, as we get things going. Greenville again, 3 points here tonight. They would move up to third momentarily, entering tomorrow's action in USL League One. For Lauderdale, they are trying to tie for 6th with a win here tonight. Of course, a lot depends on what happens over in Statesboro as we head deeper and deeper into the night. Booth on the left side, closed down quickly. Fort Lauderdale coaching staff getting a yellow card towards the end of that first half. Caputo, the only player to get the card in that first half. Hemmings cuts it back over. Booth fires. And there's a goal kick, no deflection.
Andrew Booth just stumped as me about that one. Alexander Billiter had a good view of it though. Hemmings just looked inside just a half second earlier. Booth was a little more open. Almost looked reminiscent of that run he had into the box against Tucson, Chris, when Hemmings picked up the penalty decision.
Almost intercepted there by Walker. Allen. Closed down very well by Ibarra.
And good tracking back from Jesus Ibarra.
Christensen, again making his 6th start of the season, sends us into the night.
Yeah, he started 5 of the last 7. John Harkes may have a decision to make. An extra ball on the field.
Out of play for a throw-in.
Ball girl redeeming herself. Luckily no damage caused by that loose ball.
Foul called as Fricky wrapped up Hundahl from behind. Now we're in search of a ball on the field.
now we can't find a ball. We had 2 on the field a second ago. Now we can't find one. Aaron Walker still a part of that FC Cincinnati connection from John Harkes' time in Ohio. And with Evan Lee, Tyler Polak. John Harkes has his guys that he can put faith in.
Costa finding some room. Plays it out to the right flank. Shot comes, but too much under it and out of play.
Left-footed effort from Romeo Beckham. Coming in from that right wing.
Lee steps up but drives it out of play. Back over to Neville. If you're just joining us at right back here tonight, not in his usual slot in the midfield.
He's been off to a fast start getting up and down that right side. Hasn't done much since then. Support from Noah Allen there, and unlike him.
Think about it, that might have been the first half of soccer here for Greenville where John Harkes did not switch the wingers at all.
Good point. Yeah, he's normally one to tinker with both his outside wings. Again, not so much traditionally wingers now in the sort of 4-3-3 that John Harkes employs at the moment. Interesting to see, because both these teams playing this 4-3-3, who makes that first change. One of those games is so sort of finely balanced that one or two changes could really turn this game if they make the right change. Both teams with at least 3 solid attacking options on the bench for Greenville. Don Smart, Nico Brown, and Lachlan McLean, obviously the hero from last weekend in Madison.
Taken back by Caputo. Drew Harden on the run. Gets it back over. Open look, Acosta thought about it. They'll push it out wide to Beckham. Deflected, headed away by Hemmings. And Fricky will send this down the field. Bika getting away from Lomas.
Yeah, clumsy there from Jesus Ibarra. And dangerous position for a free kick here for the visitors. Have a look at it here on the Green Cloud defense replay. Oh, Allen just skipped inside. Wasn't really going anywhere. That was a bit silly from Ibarra. See if it comes back to haunt him.
Yeah, set piece all of a sudden here for Lauderdale, with Acosta, of course, standing over it. Leads the team with 7 assists and 36 created chances this season, entering tonight's match.
You expect this delivery to be a good one.
Service in, backside. Mendez can't keep it in play. Abika had a great look there, rising up, but couldn't get a head on the ball.
Not sure if that was the right decision by Mendez. I think it would have gone out for a corner. How do you let it go? Worth a shot, though, to perhaps try and hook it back into the mix.
Have to give the guy a break. He saved a goal earlier.
He did. He's certainly +1 in that department tonight. Neville to Beckham. I wanted to say that for a while tonight, Chris. They finally did it.
What's funny about that is they're on the same side of the field, too, same flank.
They haven't been able to connect too much so far tonight. Again, haven't played each other in these positions yet this season.
Almost heads it back. Booth can't get there.
Gavilanya's down in some pain.
Lofted back over. Here's Ibarra. Muhammad overlapping run. Put it back. Post and over the crossbar. Wide open look for Booth. And can't find the back of the net.
Number of, I mean, almost easier to score for Andrew Booth chances tonight. That was always played in with some pace. That was Marius Lomas that would have been 1-0. This one finishes 0-0. Andrew Booth might not sleep so well tonight. He's had some golden chances to put his team up in these first 55 minutes. Still time to redeem himself, though.
Almost getting to that one. Greenville not as aggressive with the press here to start this second half. Fort Lauderdale really taking the time out of the back.
Richard H., the owner of a Burgundy Ford Escape titanium model, North Carolina tag JEE 1697. Please report to the box office immediately.
Headed on, cleared by Fricky. Lomas was hoping that would skip through. It did not. Bad pass. It stays alive with Fort Lauderdale. Acosta. Caputo. Cleared by Lee. Lomas on the run. He'll get after it. Marius Lomas towards the box. Fires a shot and saved with a dive by Zamudio.
Made a bit of a mess at that. Got back in time, though, to force Lomas a little bit wider than he perhaps wanted to. Lomas had a bit of trouble getting the bouncing ball under control on this legacy turf.
Brought down by Acosta, left side of the box. Still Acosta, deflected on through, and behind the goal, it's a corner kick for Fort Lauderdale.
Yep, nice run by Acosta. Abdi Mohammed beat initially here, but then recovered nicely. Blocked that shot attempt. Sean Hundal coming across with a diagonal run.
Miami native will have this corner kick. Service in. Back post, grabbed out of the air by Christensen.
Solid claim by Christensen, had to backpedal. It's dangerous sometimes for keepers when they have to do that. Chance you could fall over before you get the ball in your hands. But nice work in the end.
Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and USL All Access with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday night at 7 Eastern. You can also hear live action from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the SXM app. Through ball down the right side. Here comes Fort Lauderdale. Service over, still alive. Curry, top of the box, lays it off. Good read there by Gavilanes to make the interception and send it out for a throw-in.
Big interception by Gavilanes. No, Allen was waiting on that left side to perhaps strike that one or get a low cross in. Gavilanes, now a silly foul. In a dangerous position.
Yellow card there for Hemmings. It seemed he had a few words to say after that foul.
Is this yellow card worthy, Chris? I don't think so. Certainly a foul, but
the talking, I think, is what got the yellow in the end.
It looks like he did have a couple of words for referee Billiter.
So the answer is no, foul not worthy, but
the PA announcer said it was for Gavilanes. It clearly wasn't. It was for Hemmings. So the last one of these went to the back post for Mabika. He's looking for the header back across. This one's a little deeper. See how deep the Greenville backline's playing. Perhaps a little surprising. Christensen's got to be aware here.
sent in back post, headed away by Fricky. Hundal let it go out for a throw-in. This will bring on some substitutions.
Presented by Spinks. For Greenville.
First Spinks substitution for Greenville. Nico Brown coming on for Gavilanes. More speed on the wing.
And leaving the match, number 23, Alan Gavilanes.
Nahib also coming on for Fort Lauderdale, making his 17th appearance of the season.
Entering the match, number 15.
All substitutions presented by Spinks.
And leaving the match, number 12, Drew Harden.
Drew Harden makes way.
At this time,
this will be the longest outing of the season so far for Nico Brown. Played 23 minutes when he got that goal against Tucson a couple weeks ago.
And thank you for taking the Bud Zero Safe Driver Pledge. Fans, before the next home match, take the pledge and get your name entered to be the next Bud Zero Safe Driver of the match. As a reminder, at the 70th minute, we will
Polak over the top, Ibarra on the run. Mabika is there. And that's something Harks mentioned to us. He likes Ibarra more on the left wing. He was starting on the right with Gavilanes in the lineup, but now he can move to the left with Nico Brown coming on. out of play. Throw in for Neville and Fort Lauderdale. They are officially underway in Statesboro, Georgia, between Tormenta and Union Omaha. Knocked on. Fort Lauderdale does clear it through Noah Allen. Back alive with the triumph. Ibarra. Still Ibarra. Top of the box, strikes it cleared.
We've seen him cut in from that left wing and score one curler earlier this season. Down the other end.
Goal kick for Zamudia. The USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent and helping players transition to their USL senior teams. For more information, visit usl-academy.com. Neville the ball over the top. Well, every other team in the League One table liking this result so far.
No doubt about that. I thought there would be goals in this game, Chris, but it's been a bit of a chess match stalemate up until this point.
One of these teams can find a goal. Surely this will open up and down the field, but at the moment, they stay locked in. Booth turning upfield. Through ball, cut off by Allen. Beckham, a little flick over the top. Back to Christensen.
The addition of Naheed, let's see if he pushes a little more forward. We saw Drew Harden making some runs forward. More of a holding midfielder, perhaps, than Naheed. Seen Naheed play in that front three at times this season. See Acosta pushing a little further up too now.
Ibarra looking downfield, he'll play the ball. There's Muhammad. Short through ball, Nico Brown running in against Allen, and this will...
It was right in front of the official. He was looking for the referee to help him out. Nico Brown disagrees with the decision. I'm not sure why the AR didn't get a good view of that. We're going to see another substitution here. Omaha with an early goal against Tormenta.
Not sure what was going on there. Mabika just skied that out of play. Back to Greenville.
Perhaps Evan Conway with the goal.
A win tonight for Omaha would give them the lead entering Saturday's matches. Richmond and Chattanooga go at it, followed by Tucson and North Texas. Looks like John Hark's getting set to make another substitution momentarily in the attacking variety. Abika cutting around. Here comes Allen. Ibarra trying to lead the charge quickly the other way. Through ball, a bit too far. Mendez on top of it.
So we may see Lachlan McLean coming on for the final 20 minutes or so. And there he is. It'll be a straight swap for Marius Lomas.
Lachlan, of course, first match back was at Madison last week. He had missed the previous 8, and it was just his second appearance in the previous 16 matches. Well, he comes on as Greenville's second Spink substitution of the night here, trying to make an impact. 0-0 on the scoreline.
John Harkes will stay with the 4-3-3 then. See if McLean can provide a bit of magic again, just like last weekend.
Good touch there by Ibarra. Nico Brown, if he can get there, some room. One back by Allen. On by Curry. Join the USL in celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month through October 15th. Visit uslsoccer.com/Hispanic-heritage for exclusive content and stories that celebrate members of the Hispanic community that have shaped the USL. Cleared out of play on the deflection. This will go to the Triumph. Darren Powell getting set to make a big sub of his own on the attack. Sounds like Benton Evans getting set to come on.
Substitution presented by Spinks for Fort Lauderdale. Entering the match, number 8, Benton Evans.
And here's our next Spinks substitution of the match.
11, Romeo Beckham.
Coming on for Beckham.
Yeah, faded a little bit in the second half, did Romeo. A little bit invisible. Benton Evans. Fresh legs, and quick legs at that. Can get forward in a hurry.
Evans 4 goals, 1 assist across 17 appearances this season. Brown to Booth. McLean through ball. Nico Brown there, knocked off the ball.
Great defending, Jaime Mabika. I think it literally takes him 2 steps to get across the entire box. He had to take 2 big steps there to stop Nico Brown from getting a shot on goal. It's a nice look from Lachlan McLean. It's a little too unselfish. Looked like he might have had a chance at putting one on goal himself.
Polak. Through the traffic, knocked out of play, and this will be a goal kick.
Sloppy bit of play from Lauderdale, trying to get it out the back. Speaking of sloppy.
Ibarra, nice run here. Flicks it over, Booth the header, and just wide of that right post.
We saw Charlie Dennis have a hat-trick on this field. Andrew Booth really should have had a hat-trick tonight. Certainly had the chances to do so. Just that last finishing touch, not quite there so far. Played well though. Don't find yourself in those positions in the first place. Sometimes the hardest thing to do. See Darren Powell having a word with Harvey Neville. Obviously the son of Inter Miami manager Phil Neville. Spent time with both Man City and Man U as a youth. Not something you normally see.
Evans tripped himself up there.
That was a good no call from Billiter. 15 minutes left. Can somebody find the potential game winner? So they're putting a bit of press on here, stopping Greenville from playing it out the back. Christensen just have to go deep. Apparently kept in. Everybody was waiting for the whistle.
Over the top, Brown finding it on the right side, trying to cut back.
Bigger pull the wall, it's like I made the wall. And he gets the ball back there in the box, just makes that huge frame in the way. Good work though by Nico Brown, keeping it alive. Like dominoes there, all three of them went down at once. Nobody fought for it though.
Walker out wide to the right side. Muhammad all alone there, plays it over, and McLean putting that out of play. He calls for a corner.
Didn't get the call though. See if we can see on the Green Cloud defense replay here. He thought it came off the head of Modesto Mendez. Referee disagreed.
Good to see the ball boy encouraging the keeper.
Not sure what the delay is. Oh, there it is. Harvey Neville down. See how tall Alexandra Billiter is. She's not much shorter than Aime Mabiko, who's listed at 6'6". Discussion about somebody giving him a hug, I think, illegally. Well, if Neville's out, exactly sure who they have as a right back option. Ethan Hardin more of a center back on the bench. They do have Batiste on the bench as well. As mentioned earlier, both the first two choices at right back for Darren Powell out this evening. And Brian Rosales and Christian Liu Young.
Back underway here at Legacy Early College, 79th minute. Still 0-0.
That's clumsy from Neville Lee there. It's Harvey Neville waiting to come on. Looks like he's going to be able to soldier through his last 11 minutes.
Quick restart for the away side. Costa, Lundahl, taken back by Booth. Evans putting the work in. Gets the interception. Plays it over, knocks out a play by Pollock. It will be a corner kick for Fort Lauderdale.
Good work there by the Jamaican. Started most of this season, not much of late though. Only one start in the last 5 for Evans. 4 goals though. Back in April, May, and June. Players gathered around the penalty spot. Will surely disperse from there.
Knocked up into the air. Fricky trying to get there. He'll head it away. Brown finds the ball. Here comes Booth. Lee stepping up. Knocked back. Lee caught up the field. Pollock comes to the rescue against Evans.
Evan Lee, thankful for that heavy touch by Benton Evans. We saw that last year, Evan Lee, with some runs up the field. Not so much this season from the center back.
Ibarra recovers it. Cuts back over. Tackles into this one and hopefully got the deflection. Indeed he did. Corner kick for Greenville presented by PNC Bank.
Third of the game for Greenville. Lauderdale dominated the possession here in the second half. 62.3% of possession, but only the one shot coming from it. Only got the one shot on target all night. Greenville with 2. 10 of Greenville's 13 shots coming from inside the box. Just haven't been able to convert. Maybe this is the chance.
Mohammed. Service in, player down in the box. This will be against Greenville.
Not sure what happened there. Brandon Fricky was on the ground, but must have been the result of a tussle that he was called for, as Zamudia was trying to get a few extra yards on the free kick. Blocking the play and having none of it.
Try out the left flank. Acosta.
2 subs for each side, Chris. Perhaps the way this game is balanced has sort of dictated that. Neither coach really wants to give up too much, perhaps. Looks like we may see Don Smart here coming up. We've seen him change games late. He has been a class. Maybe see him coming on. Perhaps for Booth. We'll see Booth play well though.
Acosta flicks it in there. Evans on the run, flicks it up, runs into Christensen, and the ball went out of play. Goal kick.
What a lovely ball in. Just perhaps skipped off that turf a little quick for Evans to react it quickly enough. So the look on the Green Cloud defense replay. Perhaps should have gone a little more towards the ball and controlled it. Took kind of a funny angle. Should perhaps have gone a little more diagonally towards the bounce. Deep breath from the Reed River Riot. They had a good look at that.
Entering the match, number 10, Don Smart.
Don Smart coming on into this match for Andrew Booth in the Spinks substitution in the 85th minute. Knocked down, Smart, can't corral it. Smart plays it out wide. Service back in, but Caputo, the only one there, clears it.
Don Smart making his presence immediately felt. Nice recovery turnover. He's looking for that return ball into the middle, didn't quite get it. And Greenville finds something here late. Gotta be careful not to push too far forward though. You know what Lauderdale can do on transition. Allen's hurt. And Greenville take advantage.
Hemmings cuts it back over. Brown cutting through. Still Brown. Back over, and this shot or mini cross corralled.
Don Smart finding himself in deep there. Touch just slightly let him down. Allen looks to be okay. Great ball there, Costa to Evans.
Change the world through sport with Hummel, the official outfitter of the Greenville Triumph's match and training gear. Out of play.
There's miscommunication there between Curry and Allen. I'm sure Curry's been quiet tonight. On that left side. And still just the two subs made by Darren Powell. And not the deepest of benches, just with the injuries for the visitors. Samudio. It's got to be a foul, surely. Good body work by Lachlan McLean. He's taking one in the midriff here. So when you look at it on the Green Cloud defense replay. And Braxton Naheed just got there a little late. Perhaps a little too far out for a shot. Floated ball in to try and get Zamudio to commit. Intended from McLean. Can Greenville pull something out here in the last minutes of this contest?
Walker over the ball. Lofted to the left side. A touch to it by Mendez. This is a Corner kick presented by PNC Bank now for the Triumph.
For kids, taken by your Greenville Triumph.
Well, not the ideal result, but Greenville will take it. Abdi Mohammed over to take the corner once again. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. I'm not sure we'll have too much injury time, just like we did in the first half.
Mohammed over the ball. Service in, Zamudio punches it away.
Not sure why he didn't just claim that. Might come back to hurt him.
Ibarra, a nice turn to the end line, plays it back over, still alive, and put just wide by Evan Lee.
Seems like Greenville wanted the corner. Good work again by Jesus Ibarra. He's impressed tonight. Hasn't done much wrong. Good cross in. We'll see if it gets a touch here. Looks like they're claiming went off the top toe of Noah Allen.
In the 90th minute.
Here is Felipe Valencia for his 4th appearance of the year, on for Mitchell Curry in the Spinks substitution. Mohammed. Smart into the box. Cuts it back over, but there is Zamudio at the near post to save it.
Lovely ball into that channel for Don Smart where he works so effectively, but Mabika over there again. Made his presence felt. That's all he had to do to force the weak shot by Smart. Zamudio will take his time here. They'll certainly take the point on the road.
The 4th official has
3 minutes of First Horizon Bank stoppage time on the way as Greenville's back on the attack. Ibarra looking for room, plays it back over to Walker. Now Hemmings. Mohammed. Brown, top of the box. Brown still fires it, but right into the arms of Zamudio. Ball ahead here, Smart plays it up and knocked in. It's an own goal. Put into a dangerous spot, and it's 1-0 Triumph here in stoppage time.
Well, I never. Ame Mabika's played such a great game. It's a shame for it to end like this if it does, but what a goal for Greenville. With all the games producing 3 points elsewhere so far tonight, they really need this one at home. And who is it? Other than that substitute, Don Smart. Mabika had to make a decision because otherwise it was going through to Lachlan McLean. Perhaps, I don't know if Zamudio would have got there, but we'll never know. Massive goal in the grand scheme of things here. Don Smart, what an impact sub he's been tonight.
That could be a massive own goal at the end of this season to determine this table. And it's presented by the YMCA of Greenville.
John Harks talked about Don Smart. Made the start last week against his former team, Madison, and just didn't get that ball in behind enough. It's exactly what he did here. Got that ball in behind the defense, forced a decision to be made by the young draft pick Mabika, and unfortunately it was the wrong decision.
It will be ruled an own goal for Mabika as the Triumph look to hold on here to 3 points in the final 30 plus seconds of this one. They get a throw in.
His win with Greenville back up in the third. Bring them 6 points above the playoff line. With Tormenta losing at Omaha. Tormenta, Toronto, and Madison queuing up outside that playoff line. 1 point behind North Texas, who visit Tucson tomorrow night.
Is this the final chance for Fort Lauderdale now? Suddenly down by 1. Looking to salvage a point here on the road. Denon headed away.
Shoving it back by Allen. Yeah, Lauderdale will be keeping a close eye on that North Texas match tomorrow. If North Texas were to win that match, it'd give them a 4-point cushion in 6th place. I leave Lauderdale 6 points adrift. Perhaps things starting to separate just a bit, Chris.
This result would send Greenville to 5 matches unbeaten and vault them into 3rd place entering Saturday.
Careful, Nico. He almost hit Noah Allen with that ball. Noah Allen, I'm not sure why he didn't want the quick ball from Brown. Good pressure from McLean here.
And there is the final whistle. We reached regulation how we started 0-0 on the scoreline, but in stoppage time, an own goal gives Greenville 3 points at home on your Priority 1 Security final scoreline.
Don Smart did exactly what he was brought in to do. Get that ball into the danger areas. There's a look at Ame Mabika. You got a feel for the man. Played so well up until that point.
Yeah, brilliant work defensively. It's a terrible moment for him as we check out our save of the match for tonight's action presented by Bravo 1 Protection. That huge save in the first half by Christensen.
Yeah, Christensen didn't have a whole lot to do tonight, but this was the one key effort he made. It was a quick right hand up, palm that ball wide. It was a key moment in that match too. That balanced at 0-0 in that first half.
It finishes 1-0 Greenville. We'll have highlights, stats, and more for you to recap tonight coming up next.
He's after it again. Openo got the shot away. Jimmy McLaughlin, oh, sensational.
Cuts it back, Armando Moreno sticks it in, and Josh Suggs tucks it away. And the header, and it's saved by Tambakis.
There's no substitute for hard work. You have to put in the time. Dedicate yourself to the goal. I didn't make it to the Hall of Fame on my own. I had a team and we worked hard together. I had coaches and a playbook with the answers. It's no different in business. Now I own a Janny King franchise because they've got the winning playbook and a team that supports me. Get in the game and get ready to shine. Go to JannyKing.com to get started today.
Come on, come on. Yeah. Now, whenever the Greenville Triumph score 2 goals during a home game, you can score 10% off a meal at Habitat. Just bring your game ticket and enjoy fresh, scratch-made food alongside an extensive menu of craft beer, cocktails, and wines. But remember, no cheering with your mouth full. Habitat, part of the Southern Culture Hospitality Group and proud sponsor of the Greenville Triumph.
Again, your Priority 1 Security final score, 1-0 to the Greenville Triumph over Fort Lauderdale CF. That means a win and a clean sheet for the Triumph and Triumph fans. With the Triumph's win this evening, stop by Poppy's Tacos in Easley or downtown Greenville to receive free chips and salsa courtesy of Poppy's Tacos. Represent the Triumph by wearing your gear and mention the code WINPOPPIES to take advantage of this deal. Also, the clean sheet, you know what that means. A Finn's Car Wash. They're offering $5 off of a Finn's Ultimate wash. Visit either their Woodruff Road or Lawrence Road locations. With that, let's check out our GSP Airport high-flying plays of the match. We started in the first half. Greenville got things going early, but it was a big save from Christensen that kept it level at the break.
Yeah, Lauderdale didn't have a whole ton of chances, but this was by far the best one. And Paul Christensen coming up with a big reflex save.
Yet another clean sheet for him also tonight. Huge opportunity for Ibarra here. Surprised nothing came of this.
No, he played well tonight. He just didn't really look up and look to his back left a little bit. He would have seen Andrew Booth. He would have, I hope, would have put that one away. He missed so many golden chances in this match. In the end, it wouldn't come back to haunt them.
Acosta here into the left side of the box. Dangerous ball.
This was almost reminiscent of the Madison goal. The confusion at the near post, but Abdi Mohammed with the late stop. Speaking of late, poor Aime Mabika. It's a nice ball by Ibarra. Don Smart, where he works so well in that channel, the outside of his foot. Zamudio and Mabika both sort of came for it. See what Mabika was trying to do. He was trying to put it wide ahead of the ball, getting to Lachlan McLean, but ended up putting it in his own net. And what a key goal that could be down the stretch here.
Could be huge as it brings Greenville into third place overall in the table entering tomorrow. And they're lucky to get out of here with 3 points. 16 shots, just 4 on target. It was a rough one to get that finishing going, but they got it done defensively.
Yeah, it was ironic with all the golden chances they had. In the end, it was the other team that helped the home team out.
A 1-0 win for Greenville, setting them up, at least for now, for the home playoff slot. Tune on over here on ESPN Plus, Omaha and Tormenta in minute 39 with Omaha the lead to finish off your Friday night. I'd like to thank our entire crew. Alongside my Ross Davenport, I'm Chris Krakowiak. Have a great night, everyone. Come back here for 2 more League One matchups tomorrow. 1-0 to the Triumph, your Priority One Security final score.
Copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.